Hey, what's up guys? We're back on Pokemon Showdown, and today I have an RU live for you guys today. Now, we are using Shaymin. Shaymin recently just got dropped to RU, so that's pretty cool. It is pretty much just, I'll give you the quick sets real quick. We are using Life Orb to attack Shaymin, Seed Flare, Psychic, and Earth Power with Rest because this thing gets Natural Cure. If you guys did not know, Natural Cure heals you. Say you are statused in any way, form, any way, shape, or form. You are asleep, you are paralyzed, you are burned. If I switch out, then that is cured. So that's pretty cool. It's a status absorber of the team, and Rest just pretty much gets me back to full, and I can switch out, and I will be at full HP next time I attack. So that's awesome. And we were just running max with the 3 attacks and Life Orb. So this thing actually hits really hard, especially with something like Seed Flare. Now Seed Flare has a chance to drop the opponent's special defense, 40% chance, which isn't bad at all. It's more than Scald Burn, so it's almost like 100%. Anyway, it lowers the target's special defense by 2, which, say for example, if they think their Registeel is a good switch-in, I can Seed Flare, and if I get the drop, then Earth Power is going to be doing a hell of a lot. So that's pretty cool. Same for Venusaurs, and the Psychic will hit it, and so it's pretty much just great coverage overall. The only thing I don't hit really is bug types, and you don't really see bug types that's often in RU, especially something like I don't know, a Scavalier. I never see that thing, but anyway, it's not even a bad mon. But yeah, anyway, next Pokemon we have is just Spin Blocking Jellicent, because I like the fact that you want to have Stealth Rocks up in RU, especially in these lower tiers, guys. I found that hazards are very good. Now, I didn't want to use T-Spikes because there's actually a lot of poison types in this tier, so I didn't want to have them get absorbed by something like Venusaur or Drapion. So I didn't really run it on this set. I was experimenting, and I don't, to be honest guys, I actually do not like this team that much, but they work, and I've been picking up some points on the ladder, so I guess we'll just stick in using them. So anyway, the next mon we have is Golbat, and Golbat is just Brave Bird U-turn default roost, so it's pretty much just hazard removal, and in some cases it gets us some momentum with that U-turn. And then Infiltrator is kind of nice if something like Virizion sets up a substitute. I can usually switch in with Golbat, take a hit, and then knock it out with Brave Bird. So in certain situations, it's pretty nice. Then we have the Bronzong, and Bronzong is literally just my Stealth Rocker. Also, I am running physically defensive over especially defensive because Slurpuff also just recently got dropped down to this tier, and I've seen them all over the ladder, and I do not want to get Belly Drum swept. So I'm running Bronzong, and it's pretty much my best way to stop it. Golbat can stop it to an extent, but it is dying by 2 hits. Even Bronzong, I think, dies by 2 Drain Punches, but I need to keep it at a healthy range and not let him set up a Belly Drum for free. So that's just pretty much it. It's just Stealth Rock Toxic. That's all you really need. The Earthquake is for Magneton, because I do not want to be trapped by the Magneton. So that is just, I guess it's to hit any bulky steel types like Registeel too, but Magneton's the main reason. Next mon is Jolteon, just Choice Specs. I don't want to run Life Orb. I do not like Life Orb. It gets worn down way too fast. And I know most people don't like Choice Specs, fast electric types. I mean, some people do, some people don't. It's kind of a personal preference. For example, like Raikou and OU, but I prefer Choice Specs on Jolteon just because of the added power, and I don't know, just I feel like it helps the team. 10 Power Ice for those Flygons. Now we are using Banded Adamant Metacham, and this thing actually catches a lot of people off guard. We are running Bolt Beam coverage, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch with its 2 stab moves, so actually no priority on this team, and I don't necessarily think it needs priority, but then again, I love teams with priority, so I'm not really a fan of this team at all, but you guys requested an RU Live, so we'll go ahead and find a battle here. As you can see, he is using the Slurpuff that just got dropped down within the past month, so interesting team. He's got double fighting, and I don't know what the Hoopa set is, and he actually brings Archeops up too, so I actually do not know what to expect from this guy. So it looks like he has no ground types. All he has is the Jolteon for his Volt Absorb, so I can lead my own Jolteon on his Archeops like I expected. And honestly, if he wants to go into his Jolteon, he will be taking, well, this thing obviously drops to, what's it called? Obviously takes a ton of damage. I don't know if, I don't know how bulky this thing is, because usually they're very frail. As you can see, my Hidden Power Ice actually can OHKO him, so I think I might just go for that right off the bat, just in case he wants to go into Jolteon. Yeah, so he is going to Jolteon, so at least I get some chip damage on this thing. I actually can just stay in here, and if he wants to go for Shadow Ball, that's fine by me, because I will be able to knock him out in the next turn. So it looks like he specs himself, so as long, yeah, the thing is going down. He actually goes into the Scrafty, so he preserves it. Now he knows what set I am as well, but that's okay. This thing is actually a bit of a threat because I do not have a Dark Resist. I do have Metacham, but that's obviously not a resist, and I don't want to get a I don't want to have a knockoff come in here, even though I have to take a knockoff with something. I honestly think Metacham might be the best case scenario here. If he goes for a Dragon Dance, though, what do I do? Let's see. Actually, I think I'm gonna go Brave Golbat and lose my Violet. Actually, he just goes for the bulk up, so interesting. I would have gotten a free switch into Metacham and killed him, but yeah, I can't control these guys. So anyway, we are max speed. Well, not max speed, but in his case, max speed. So we outspeed him. I'm just gonna go straight for the Brave Bird. Actually does a decent amount with his +1 defense. He's actually just going to keep going for bulk up, so it leads me to believe that he's going to be the Shed Skin set. So I'm actually just going to U-turn out here, as he should probably just rest here. But then again, I don't want to take a knockoff. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go into Metacham here, why not? Yeah, there's the rest. So hopefully he doesn't Shed Skin here right away. That would be very, yeah, of course. Anyway, I think I still kill him, even though he's +2. I'm Banded Adamant, so we are at 720 attack right now. So as long as we connect the high jump kick, yeah, we still OHKO him. So, Crisis averted there, and Banded Adamant Metacham putting in the work. This thing is so strong, guys. Back in Archeops he goes. Now, this thing can't necessarily touch Bronzong, so I think I can go into Bronzong here, as he's probably just going to set up his rocks. Yeah, like I expected, but that gives me opportunity. Okay, well, he's taunt, so I cannot set up my own rocks. I was about to, but I cannot. So, honestly, he doesn't necessarily have a switch into Heavy Slam, so I'm just going to Heavy Slam here. Yeah, Hoopa's going to take a lot from this. It's actually a 2-hit KO, but I don't want to take a Shadow Ball here. I did have X-Cloud on this team earlier instead of Metacham, but I realized that I didn't want to have to risk Focus Blast to take out Registeel, and I'd rather risk a high jump kick. But yeah, so I lost my Shadow Ball switching, which is kind of unfortunate. I do not outspeed the Hoopa with Golbat. That's a problem. I almost have to sack something here. So Dark and Ghost types are very big weakness to this team, but I mean, in RU there's actually a lot of threats, so yeah, there's actually a lot of threats in RU, so you can't really cover an entire team. I know Bronzong can probably eat one as long as he's not Specs, but do I really want him to, because Bronzong's my best checked? Yeah, so I can't let Bronzong take this hit. I don't think Metacham actually does too much to his team anymore now that Scrafty is gone. I'm actually just going to sack the Metacham here. He should just go for Shadow Ball. He actually tricked, so I give him a Choice Band and he gives us the Scarf. We look like that was an amazing play, so I don't understand that play at all. He should have definitely just attacked me. Yeah, because if you look at my team, no Ghost Resist whatsoever, but he thought it was a better play to do that. I think I might just Ice Punch here because he does not have an Ice Resist, and he should go down. Yeah, Ice Punch coming in. I am Adamant too, so this is very nice for us. Now, I honestly want to stay in here and not let him get a free Belly Drum off, as it's going to do... Yo, Metacham putting in the work as he just forfeits. I feel bad. That was unfortunate for him. But even if he did get the Belly Drum off, guys, he would be at a very, very low range. For example, he would be at about, what? He goes down to 7% and then gets about 30% back. He'd be at 37%, and he would still have to hit the play rough. And then I had Bronzong at full, which could eat one hit, and I could just Heavy Slam the thing away. So he did not win by any means. So we're just gonna keep finding a battle or finding more games. So we see a pretty cool team, honestly, with a Seismitoad and Girder. And Girder is actually really threatening. It actually just got dropped down to NU, so he's bringing it back up for RU. It is still a good mon, a very good status absorber as well. And he's got a nice Firewater Grass core going for him too. All of them except the Venusaur can absorb their typing as well. So I think my Shaymin's a pretty good lead here because I outspeed everything on his team, and as long as he's not Scarf anything, like he shouldn't be Scarf anything, put it that way. And I can just fire off a Seed Flare if I get a good matchup, for example, like the DNC or the Bayonet. Now, if he does lead something like the Venusaur, I'll probably just switch out, but I don't anticipate him leading the Venusaur because they're usually offensive Life Orb set in this tier, and yeah, I don't think he would lead that versus my team. If you look at my team, it kind of walls in very well. So Medicham, it looks like it can put in a lot of work. So as I expected, the DNC does come out here. Now I can fire off a Seed Flare, risk the potential drop or miss, and if we get the drop on the Venusaur, Psychic will OHKO. So that's pretty cool, and I think, yeah, there's nothing he can really do here, as he's just going to go straight to the Venusaur. We actually get a crit, no drop though, so that's unfortunate for us. I was kind of hoping to get that, and then we could just OHKO this thing. But it looks like he's a specially defensive set, and because that did not do anything, even though it is quad resisted, but that was a crit, and I am Life Orb, and that was stab 120 base power. So honestly, I think Bronzong is the choice here, and because, yeah, is he just going to Leech Seed? That's fine by me. He should definitely go out into one of his fire types, but rocks are so crucial right now, so I'm going to get those up ASAP. If he wants to go into his Houndoom, yeah, that thing is actually really threatening. I might just have to go straight into Golbat on that thing. If he's Nasty Plot, that's a problem, but oh well. If he's Nasty Plot, I still have Jolteon to outspeed, and Houndoom's defenses are actually trash, so a Specs Volt Switch or a Specs Thunderbolt will be doing a ton of damage to that thing, especially if he doesn't switch out here and he takes rocks damage. That'll definitely kill it. So he goes actually into the DNC, which is a very odd play because I am a Steel type, and obviously DNC is 4 times weak to Steel. So maybe he really wants to get these rocks up. Yeah, I'm just gonna Heavy Slam, and it actually does 92% to the DNC, so that's very awesome for us. Now, I don't understand that play whatsoever, because he could have set up rocks on so many other things on my team, such as Golbat. Yeah, even Jolteon he could have set up rocks on. So I don't understand that play, but he got him up nevertheless, and I think I can just go for the Heavy Slam again, as he actually brings in the Girder. I was anticipating something like Houndoom to come in, but this thing's gonna get like all of its HP back because of that. Bronzong has a ton of it. Now, I can't Toxic him because obviously Guts is a thing, and more than likely these things are always Guts, so he's probably just going to go for the knockoff here, and once again, I do not have a knockoff switch in, so that's pretty unfortunate for us now, and I'm also Leech Seeded, so he's pretty much just going to win this battle 1v1. I could go Shaymin. Shaymin still does a decent amount to his team, so I don't know if I want to do that. I'm actually going to go hard Golbat, just on the off chance he goes for a fighting type move. Yeah, for a Drain Punch. I don't know why you would make that play because of the fact that I have no Dark Resist. I guess people can't see that anymore. Yeah, I think I can just fire off a Brave Bird here. If he goes into the DNC, he's taking rocks damage, and I outspeed him on the following turn, so I'm pretty sure it's a 2-hit KO. And nothing else really wants to take it except maybe Seismic, so I'm just going to go for the Brave Bird here, as it does 44%, which is really nice. Yeah, there's the Ice Punch. I actually lived that too. So if he stays in, he dies, and if not, my Golbat dies. I'm not too worried about that though. Well, he should die. It all depends on rolls. So he has the Mach Punch actually, and that knocks us out, of course. Let's see, what do I want to go into now? Medicham's actually not that bad of a switch right here, but he does have a Ghost type, so I can't just freely fire off. And he has a Dark type, so I can't go off on my stab move. So that's kind of unfortunate, so I don't think I'm going to do that. Seismitoad is the ground type. I could go Shaymin again. I could easily go Shaymin again. But that brings in the Venusaur once again. Yeah, I can just fire off a Psychic here. Psychic's pretty safe because if he does go into the Venusaur, it might be a 2-hit KO. You'll find out. Psychic should knock out this Girder. I would assume it's knockout. I'm max with Life Orb, and Psychic should definitely knock out this thing unless he's like max Spadef, because the Eviolite is a thing. So yeah, he goes into the Venusaur like I expected. Ooh, yes, it looks like it is right after his Black Sludge recovery. If I wanted to be really aggressive here, guys, I would click Earth Power to hit the Houndoom, but I'm not going to make that play. I'm just going to click Psychic again, just to try to knock out this thing. Yeah, as I said, if I wanted to be really aggressive, I could have knocked out the Houndoom, but I didn't want to make that play because I still outspeed this thing, so unless he's Scarf, this thing will go down as well. So it wasn't in my best interest to do that. Houndoom, oh, he is Scarf. What kind of set is that? Of course he crits us too. I don't know if I died. Who uses Scarf Houndoom? Oh man, that was the very last set I would think of a Houndoom. So he's going to outspeed us, so I can just go into Jellicent because I do resist the fire attack, which is very interesting to say the least. He should just go directly into the Venusaur. Now I could just click Will-O-Wisp here, but I don't want to give him a flash fire boost, so I'm actually just going to click Scald. Okay, so Seismitoad is the choice. I am probably well, maybe I'm not faster than this thing. He's just going to click Toxic. Yeah, there's no other play for him to click rather than Toxic, so I'm just going to go into Bronzong. Yeah, there's really no other play he has. Now I can fire off a Toxic of my own if he wants to go for a Scald, and yeah, that's fine. He does not get the burn, which is pretty nice. I'm able to get a Toxic off on the Seismitoad, allowing me to able to, I guess, beat it 1v1 with my Jellicent or just my switches in general. So this thing being Toxic is huge, and if he wants to go into his Deancey, I am going back out. Yeah, so he actually goes into the Venusaur, so that was an interesting play. I don't know if Venusaur beats my Bronzong 1v1. Maybe he just wanted to go ahead and get the Leech Seed on up. So I think I'm just going to fire off a Will-O-Wisp here. Wearing this thing down with a burn is going to be very crucial for me. Yeah, I didn't expect him to attack there. I know he gets his recovery, but that's okay. I'm actually going to go hard into my Medicham here because he's going to go for something like Leech Seed. Now, this gives me a pretty much, I wouldn't say a free switch into Medicham, but obviously he's going to be forced to switch out here, not wanting to take a Zen Headbutt. Now, if he does go Houndoom, that's a very, very aggressive play as well. I could go for the Ice Punch. I don't know if Ice Punch kills, however, so I'm actually going to calc how much Banded Adamant Medicham can do to his team right now. So I'm not Scarf, I am Adamant, and we are Banded. We don't play around out here. Yeah, so we're just going to calc this real quick. Venusaur. Why is it? Oh, you. So, what? Okay, so that is Thunder Punch. Obviously does nothing. I don't know why I'm Trick. Trick is honestly not that bad of a move slot on Medicham, but I think Ice Punch is, yeah, wow. Ice Punch is doing a ton of damage. It actually should OHKO him, but that is depending on his set. Now, how much is it doing to a Houndoom? Because he could easily switch into that thing. I don't know why he's running a Scarf variant though. Oh my god, it kills him. We're gonna go for Ice Punch here. Yeah, the crit did not matter as you saw my calc. Good lord, Medicham is strong. If he does go into the Houndoom though, we are definitely going to switch out probably into, I don't know, we don't have a dark type, so I mean a dark resist. So anyway, that is a problem. We lost our Golbat, but I mean, I'm not too worried right now because of the fact that he can't knock out what's it called? Jolteon in one hit. I don't even know if he can knock out me in one hit because I do resist the hit. Well, not resist it, but I take neutral damage from one of his hits. So I'm honestly going to stay in here. Hopefully he does not flinch. Please don't flinch. Yes, we're able to knock out the Houndoom as well. That was a huge threat to my team. As you can see now, his biggest threat is the Mega Bayonet. But I feel like I can deal with that thing much better than I could have dealt with the Houndoom. So not flinching there is huge, and now he has to go into something, and he should think that I outspeed him because I'm Adamant and I'm not the. I think he just kills with Girder's Mach Punch. But yeah, Medicham serves us no use anymore due to its Leech Seeded, and I actually outspeed this thing. So if he doesn't have Shadow Sneak, I'm just gonna click Ice Punch. And I don't know if this thing would die, but he should just Shadow Sneak here. Yeah, there's the Shadow Sneak, but that's fine. Now the Bayonet is Mega form, and now I can... Having this thing alive is really annoying, Seismitoad, but as long as it's Toxic, that's okay. Yeah, I don't know if he would want to Shadow Sneak here, but on the off chance that he would want to, I think I'm just going to Shadow Ball anyway. I think Shadow Ball is probably my best play, because of the fact that he still has the Seismitoad. Jolteon. A lot of attacker. You're running Choice Specs. No, not Signal Beam. I don't know why people run Signal Beam. It's not worth it. Shadow Ball is much better. Mega Bayonet. Offensive. Wow, Shadow Ball kills. How much does a Shadow Snake do to me? Does it almost, yeah, like half, but I'm willing to take the hit if he's, yeah, so he just, I think this thing will die by 2 of them with toxic damage. Nope, not there yet. But as long as you guys see, if I bring in my Jolteon, Shadow Ball wins me the game. So I'm actually just going to go hard into my Jellicent. If he wants to go for Toxic, that's completely fine. If he wants to go for Scald, I am immune to that. So he actually just goes for the Earth Power, which is pretty cool for me. Now, I don't outspeed this thing, which is a problem. But I want to go for Taunt or Recover. On the off chance I do, no. I think I'm going to make the Bronzong play just because I think he's going to Toxic again. Yeah, Earth Power, I'm immune to that too, so that's fine by me. I'm wearing this thing down because now Shadow Ball kills, and that's very, very good for me. Now, he should just go for a Scald, so I'm actually going to go into my Jellicent again. He's just wearing down himself, and I don't need these Mons at all, so he's just going to keep firing off Earth Powers, which is fine by me. It's not killing any of my Mons, and I can still keep my sack. So I'm actually just going to recover up here. If he wants to go for Toxic, that's completely fine too. Yeah, I'm in a good situation right here because of the fact that my Jolteon can actually win me the game. Now, the only problem is Mach Punch on Girder. I need to watch out for that. So he actually gives me a Water Absorb, and I get to get up all the way to full. So that's pretty cool. Maybe predicting something else to come in. So Jellicent is back at full HP, and it can pretty much take any hit except this thing's. I guess it could still take a Shadow Sneak. In that case, I think I'm just going to fire off at Will-O-Wisp here. Because I can definitely take one. I'm physically defensive. Yeah, he Sucker Punches, so I don't know why he made that play. Now I get a Will-O-Wisp off on him, and so he just forfeits. So I still won the game with Jolteon in the back too, because of the fact now that this thing was burned. There's no way Shadow Sneak plus Mach Punch could kill my Jolteon unless he double crit me. So it was in my favor. So that's pretty cool. What time are we at? We are at 21 minutes. We still got another game or two in us. I just like to keep these lower tier games a little bit shorter than my OU tier. But you guys requested it, and I'm happy to bring you guys some RU content as well. So anyway, at least we were undefeated in this live, which is pretty nice, even though it is kind of lower ladder on the RU ladder. So anyway, let's find ourselves another game. This seems actually like working, but then again, guys, I'm trying to tell you guys, I do not like this team, honestly. It forms well together, put it that way, but then again, no priority is a huge turnoff for me, and yeah, you guys see our Dark Resist and Ghost Resist on this team, so, and both of those types are pretty prevalent in RU. But anyway, this team counters a lot of, like, I guess standard RU, you would say, like Blastoise, Registeel, what else is there? Yeah, so, well, we see the Blastoise, so there's your typical, but I don't understand why he has an Articuno and a Victory Bell, so this is going to be a fun game. It looks like his hazard removal is going to be the Blastoise. He could be lead Abapom. I have no idea what the Victory Bell is. No idea. I think I can just lead my Bronzong here. I don't, because of the Abapom. He actually leads the Articuno, so that's totally fine. We resist both of his stabs, and this thing's coverage is not very good. So if he wants to go for HP Fire, if he has it, that's totally fine by me. He should just switch into one of his, I guess, maybe Blastoise to try to spin these rocks away. Bronzong does a decent amount to his team as he goes into the Jellicent, so that leads me to believe that he does in fact have a Ghost type move on it. But getting off the Toxic is going to be amazing here, so I need to hit this Toxic. Shadow Ball is doing a very good amount to me. Luckily, we are able to hit the Toxic. That's huge. It does not look like he is a Heal Bell user on the team unless he is Articuno, and Articuno is taking 50% every single time it switches into Stealth Rock, so that is great for me. Now, I think I can just go into my Jolteon here on whatever he wants to go. Yeah, Shadow Ball again, that's fine by me. And now I can fire off my own Shadow Ball and pretty much hit the Jolteon if it wants to come in. There's no way he goes Ambipom here. Yeah, oh my god, that did nothing. He's Cursed Body too, what? Interesting. Yeah, so I have to, I'm definitely not going to stay in because I would be struggling and killing myself. Interesting set to say the least. Something I'd never seen before. Why would you run Cursed Body over Water Absorb? That's very, very strange. Because that allows Blastoise to burn you with Scald. But anyway, Shaymin's not a bad play here. I can rest off the potential damage as well. Oh, he goes for Scald. That's even better. And no burn. That's great. Do I think the Victory Bell's coming in here? Either way, Psychic is a fine play, so I'm just going to go for it. Oh my god, so he gets both Cursed Bodies, which is the 30% chance. So, like I said, Scald being a 100% chance, even though he didn't get the burn there. What is his play here? Articuno takes 50 from rocks. Yeah, so he actually does go into the Articuno. Do I think he's going to have defog? Probably not. I'm just going to go back into my Bronzong. Obviously not take any damage. Well, I don't want Shaymin to take any damage. This thing will probably just roost up. And if he wants to do that, that's fine. Because if I can get my Bronzong back in, it obviously does not appreciate a heavy slam from this thing. So Ice Beam, yeah, not going to do too much. Luckily no freeze. And my heavy slam, yeah, it should be doing a very good amount to him. Now, if he wants to go into blast, I'm actually going to toxic here. Oh, don't confuse me. Yeah, look. Oh my god. I swear, toxic is definitely like a 50% chance move. I'm going to go for the heavy slam here because of the fact that if I can knock this thing down to a range that it cannot come in on Stealth Dark again, that's great. It actually might kill from here. Articuno is pretty bulky though. Don't confuse me, don't confuse me. Luckily, he did not confuse me. We're able to knock him out with the heavy slam, so okay, great for us. The reason why I toxic there is that, okay, so he just forfeits. But the reason why I just toxic there is because the fact that Blastoise is definitely your play there. And if I want Blastoise to be taking rocks damage on top of poison damage with switching. So we'll get one last game here and call it a live. So Photoshop Steve, he's got a very, very bulky and annoying team with 2 setup sweepers. And yeah, could potentially be 3 with a Metaletta. But or I guess 4 with Curse Registeel. But anyway, probably just 2 with the what's it called, Slurpuff and the Fletch Ender. Now, looking at his team, he is just. It looks like this is how he built his team. It looks like he built it around a specially defensive wall, a physically defensive wall, a turner, so like a Volt Switch user. I guess this thing could be U-turn and specs as well, and then 2 sweepers. So looking at that setup, I think I can just lead my Metacham here. It is a very viable, yeah, right on the Registeel. Now, if you look at his fighting resist, it includes Slurpuff and it includes Fletch Ender, both of which do not want to take a high jump kick whatsoever. So obviously, I'm just gonna go straight for it. Goodbye, Registeel, and yeah. So we're able to get rid of one of his huge walls right off the bat. Now, Fletch Ender comes in here, easiest acrobatics of his life here, and I can bring out my Jolteon. That actually did a lot. So. I'm going to Shadow Ball, predicting the Jolteon to come in. Yeah, it had to because he needs to make a play because of the fact that he's so far in the back. Now, if he wants to go Meloetta, that's fine. He has Specs, but don't confuse. Oh my gosh, guys, that is 10% to get a confusion right there, and he got the hacks. Yeah, I love this game. Anyway, Golbat is the choice. He is Specs. He's locked into Signal Beam. Obviously, he's not going to be doing anything to my Golbat, so I'm just going to go ahead and fire off a U-turn here, as he should. Yeah, luckily he does switch, so he makes the right play there. Now, I'm just going to go right out into my Shaymin here. He no longer has a Seed Flare switch in. Fletch Ender isn't really a Seed Flare switch in, but he's probably going to go into it anyway. And if he does do that, I can go hard into my Bronzong, get up my rocks, and pretty much makes this game go by a lot faster. So if he wants to stay in, he should go down to a Life Orb Seed Flare. Anything else on his team will take a decent amount from it, maybe with the exception of, I don't know, Soul Fest, Meloetta. But anyway, fire off a Seed Flare here. Let's see what he wants to do. If he clicks, yeah, so he just clicks Protect. That's fine by me. Seed Flare is definitely my play of choice, though. And yeah, I guess if he wants to click Wish here, yeah, goodbye, Alola just got dropped. So his 2 biggest walls on his team gone, and obviously the Slurpuff cannot come in here. So Meloetta does come in, maybe U-turn, but I'm going to go into Bronzong because I quad resist Psychic Substitute, so that might be a problem. Substitute, huh? Heavy Slam definitely breaks it though, so Calm Mind, huh? There's no way this doesn't break, yeah. And it's going to be doing a decent amount because Meloetta is definitely not bulky by any means. Now he could have Shadow Ball. Okay, barely breaking the Substitute. I can't click. Yeah, I'm just going to keep firing off heavy slams. I can revenge kill this pretty easily, I think. Yeah, heavy slam is definitely my play of choice. Now, it looks like he might not have Shadow Ball because he isn't Focus Blast. Of course, he gets a crit! Not only does he hit Focus Blast, guys, he gets a crit! Oh my god. Like, this is why I do not appreciate Pokemon sometimes. Like, oh my god. Because just bad players get rewarded all the time. Oh my god. Now he has a chance to win with this thing because of the fact that my way of beating it is... I'm actually going to gauge the damage because of the fact that I can kind of see what set he is. Not Bronzong. I'm running a physically defensive set, so instead of this, well, we don't have any attack investment anyway. I'm not running Gyro Ball, I'm running Heavy Slam. I just like it better on Bronzong. So Meloetta, Sub Calm Mind. So it looks like he is running the standard set. That is the very, very bulky set. So it looks like he's 250 speed. So I'm actually going to risk it and go into my Medicham here. Now, if he does outspeed me, oh well. I mean, there's not really much I can do at this point because he crit me right there. I don't want to go into Jolteon and do like 10% with my Thunderbolt because Meloetta is extremely specially defensive. Because of the fact that like look at its base stats, 128 base special defense and 100 base speed, so it's not going to be really taking anything. Just to prove it to you guys, I will put him at +3, which is what he is, and my Jolteon is not going to be doing anything to him. So all out attacker, specs, yeah, it'd be doing 15 to 18. Yeah, so I don't want to do that at all. I think I'm just gonna go for the Zen Headbutt and hopefully we don't miss. Actually, I have a feeling we're gonna miss if we do click that move. So we are going to go into this. Calculus real quick. Hopefully, it all depends if we outspeed too. We should, depending on his set, like we easily should. Now Thunder Punch, it actually doesn't kill. Yeah, Zen doesn't kill either. I have to go for High Jump Kick. Please hit. Luckily, we were able to hit the Meloetta. Slurpuff kind of gets a switch in here. I don't know how much it actually takes though. We're going to calc that real quick. Slurpuff, you belly drum. Play Rough actually knocks us out from full. He barely outspeeds us too, so that kind of sucks. He does go into it too. I anticipate him. Yeah, I can't switch out here. He probably wins. Yeah, so belly drum. Please hit, please hit, please hit. It'll knock him out. It'll knock him out. Boom. Medicham coming in clutch. Good lord. Whew. I thought we were gonna miss there for sure, depending on the rest of this game. Yeah, Fletchender is the play of choice. Yeah, okay. Anyway, gonna go into Jellicent here. Now, if he wants to go for a SD, that's fine. Acrobatics not going to be doing too much. Yeah, Scald is the play of choice because it allows Jolteon not to get a free switch. It's already weakened. If I get a burn, it'll die. Actually, it won't. Good lord. He has to lock himself into a thunder or electric type move here, so I'm going to go into Jolteon. Actually, just goes for another Signal Beam, and obviously my Golbat can take that. So back into the Golbat, and I can literally just click. Do I want to click Brave Bird? Yeah, why not? Brave Bird should knock this thing out. Is he just going to go into Fletch? It's going to be a KO, and yeah, he could Will-O-Wisp here, I guess. But I still have Shaymin in the back, so yeah. I actually outsped his Fletch. What kind of Fletch intercept was that? That was interesting. So yeah, Jolteon, I'm going to stay in and click Brave Bird. Yeah, as he just clicks Thunderbolt and locks himself into it, and Earth Power will knock this thing out. Yeah, that was an annoying game. Please don't full para. Yeah. If he actually full paired there, he had a decent shot of winning, so luckily we are able to break through and finish off this live undefeated. So yeah, that's not bad at all. With this account, I don't think I'm very high on RU anyway. Yeah, at least we got a decent GXC. We're 16-4, not too bad with this account. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this live. It's pretty interesting to say the least, and this team worked. Remember, if you guys just let me know if you want the team, I will definitely pass the team on to you guys. Although I do not recommend this team, I don't necessarily like it. Even though you guys did see it does pick up the wins either way. So a win is a win in my book, and no matter how you get them, even if you run annoying stalls. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Pretty good RU live to I guess kick off this month with our lives. The next video we will have is probably the team building video for the NPL versus Eric. As you can see, my Borussia Darkrai background. We are repping the Darkrai, and yeah, hopefully we can pick up a win. So Eric's a very good battler, and I definitely have to prepare accordingly. And I am still working on my team building process, but that team building video will probably go up, I don't know, around Friday. The battle will go up, I think, Saturday or maybe Sunday. Maybe I have it mixed up. Anyway, sometime this weekend, and yeah, so hopefully you guys are excited for that, because I am, and hopefully we can pick up a W. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great day, and I will see you later.